And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Let's go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Let's go, D, let's go. Someone West. Kill. Hey, turn it out. 36. Defense.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
A loss of 13 on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Kill. Turn. Eight. Kill. Turn up. Shift. Express. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
That's good for the Panthers. First down.
No.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Watch twist. Hey. Gun. Wait. 6. At 25 the mic. We got 25 the mic.
Watch the twist.
At 25 the mic. We got 25 the
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check three. Let's go. Come on. Run to the ball. We got to run.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Flushed out right. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Sua Cravens in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
91 is the mic.
Here's Newton. He completes it to Nelson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That's good for the Panthers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42. And here we go, watch the pass, watch the 20.
Check 99. Shoot.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Ready.
Mike 21, check Mike.
Gun. Watch the pass. Here we go. Wide. Get wide. Get him all. West.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
Check 27. Hey.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And the Panthers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
Mike, 44.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Check, check. Hey!
Shift, shift.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Second and goal at the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
SOS, SOS, SOS.
Slam, slam, slam. Sponge, sponge, sponge.
20.
Go, go. Hey,
Gun, gun.
check 24. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Another try for Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Packers 0.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
2 jet bombers, 2 jet bombers. Get 300, get 300.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And Adams has it complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Watch the run, watch the run. Watch inside. Watch the twins.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 150. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, check my 50.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
Let him know, let him know.
And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. shotgun now for Rodgers. Hard throw, incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock?
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Carolina. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Packers nothing. Graham Gano, the kick.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing on second down. Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
A gain of 12. First down, Green Bay.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers. And an alley to run. run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Out there now, the lefty Tavecchio for the Falcon field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Big edge, big edge, big edge. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Hey. Gun. Switch gears.
Now Cam, option left. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
At the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Hey. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now Saquon Barkley, and an alley to run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
You got tight right there.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
That's what I do. Check. Gun.
20. Great. Ball trot. Express. Motion. Let's go. Motion.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
On first down, it's Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Great. Check 52.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Rodgers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay.
Tyreek Hill on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Ready? Ready?
We got 25 the mic.
Let's go. He's chased. He's chased. Crash. Ready?
And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Express. Go.
Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Gun.
Hey, 25 the mic. We got 25.
Push him back. Push him back.
Hey, 25 the mic. We got 25.
Now Newton. Thomas has got it, complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line.
That's good for the Panthers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Express. Hey, 25 the mic. We got 25 the mic.
From the gun, here's Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to be Packer football. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
2nd down and inches. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's third down. Third and less than a yard.
Get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On the run, it's Pumphrey. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Look at him.
Mike 21, check Mike 21. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Switch.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And Thomas has it. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
The 24-yard line.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run with Pumphrey. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Newton. He is going to find Hill here. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run here with Pumphrey. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Joker, 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 Joker. Go.
They'll run again with Pumphrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Panthers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go, let's go.
Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the defense.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Watch the pass. Check the go.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Now Young. He'll rifle this one deep right. And this is caught. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Julio Jones, 37 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Dawson tacks on the point after. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
The tackle by Brian Dawkins. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Throwing on second down. Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Steps away. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw, you draw quarter. You ain't doing nothing now.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf.
Watch the curl.
From the 25 on second down, Young. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Steve Young with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going.
Here's Jackson to throw again. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 71 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yep.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is. to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
First and goal.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
Big stop, let's go. Check safety, check safety.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Here's Steve Young. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Hey, Charlie.
Young with it, third and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I got it. Tight end right. Hey, 4 down.
They go play action now. Jackson. He sets to fire deep. It's caught at the 10. And they rattle off a big one. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On second and goal, Jackson flushed out right. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Now it's Jackson. Dance and put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Busts through the tackle. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now on 2nd and 13. Young. And he will find his man on the outside. 15 yards on the play. First down. 1st and 10. Young. This complete to Lockett. A good pickup there. 26 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Young. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ken Houston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Following the interception, Young. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Young now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
57's the mic.
Hey, Alpha.
57's the mic.
Ready?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Young. And it's caught. Touchdown. Steve Young, his 3rd touchdown pass in this first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Now Dawson for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score. Visitors 24. Our home team 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! A big play there as the first half is winding down, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Young to throw it. Looking in zone for Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Set to kick off.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
To throw again on second down. Young. It's caught. Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Young now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. To throw, Young. Left side complete to Lockett. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To the air once more, Young. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure. Now Young loses the football. It's stripped. It's going the other way. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Barkley. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Now it's Jackson. Going for it all. And it's caught. Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys have taken the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead. And it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive. But without him, they're not winning this game.
Hopkins with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
57, Mike, 57. Down to lose 1. 57 to Mike, 57 to Mike. Check pass, check pass.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Young. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. 16 yards, a first down. Young now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short yardage, Young. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there. 83 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Young looks to throw on first down. Jones has it. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Young will set to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 22 yards there, a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Go.
They'll throw again. Young. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
61, matchbox lights.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in as his guys are back within a single score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out in time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson now, throwing again. It's complete to Hopkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Watch the run. Watch the run. baby. That's baby shot.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A big play there. 63 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score. Our home team 42. Visitors 32.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he said... taking a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Young to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Dawson tacks on the point after. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Let's go now.
A first down carry for Barkley. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing, but at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. Pass, there he goes left side. And he's across for the touchdown.